so beautiful.
Christ, I don't have a thimble. Nothing says classic conservative straight lady like a set of Freddie Mercury thimbles. Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma. In case you're new here, yes I am queer and feminist, which is probably why people keep recommending I have a look into Classically Abby. But yeah, if you don't like those things, you should probably leave. This isn't the kind of space that you'll be into. Today I'm finally going to be, yes, taking a look at Classically Abby, finding out who she is, what she does, what is the purpose of her content. I get the impression from my first looks that it's to promote conservatism, which is not a massive surprise. So I've got her YouTube channel and we're going to have a look at one of her most recent videos. I did just have a look at her Twitter very quickly. Most of it is just promoting her videos, but I thought that was a quick way to suss out what kind of person she is. One of the first things that caught my eye was this tweet that says, "Any man who thinks a woman aborting his child is more moral than protecting his unborn child's life has betrayed his manhood." We know she is conservative and religious, so it's, again, not a massive surprise, but it's good to know straight off the bat that she is anti-choice and clearly thinks that the man's opinion is more important than the woman's in a relationship, so that, immediately is super fun. And then I saw this as a gamer, as a person who streams on Twitch. I found this, first of all, insanely cringe. This is an extremely cringy picture, but also hugely insensitive. This is breaking the meta with Classically Abby, breaking down the anti-conservative bias in gaming. Have you... Okay, listen, I've been gaming my whole life. I've been involved with gaming communities my whole life. I like to hear what people in the community are up to. I go to a lot of panels at conventions. Do you know how difficult it is for people of colour to play online games? Do you know how difficult it is for women? And then for women of colour, in particularly, they get the absolute worst treatment in gaming. Anti-conservative bias in gaming, when the whole gaming sphere has always been rife with this toxic behaviour that is very conservative, that is homophobic and sexist and racist, and it's anti-conservative bias? Are you mad? So I had a quick scan on her YouTube page, and this is one of her most recent videos, 12 Things You Need If You Want to Be a Lady. The Classic Girls Guide. I don't know if this is 12 things you need to own. I don't know if this is 12 material things. I assume not, because being very materialistic is not very religious. But I guess we'll find out. I'm guessing 3 of the things are going to be modesty, kindness, selflessness, whatever. Let's find out.
Welcome to today's video, where we're going to be talking about 12 things every classic lady
She has amazingly expressive eyebrows. I relate.
I'm so excited to share today's video with you guys because I think that there are certain things that most modern people don't own, or at least don't have a nice, pretty, dainty, feminine version of.
Oh, it is things. It is owning
things. These items makes you feel like a classic woman, and it is the nicest feeling. So I really wanted to share these things with you. I will say that these are things that I've collected, and these are things that I didn't have growing up, nor did I even have before I was married. Some of these I was actually introduced to by my husband, and then I just found maybe some feminine versions of them, or I'm just...
Okie dokie. So this is 12 things you need if you want to be a lady, but also she didn't have most of these until after she was married. So she wasn't a lady before? Or is the title clickbait? Because if the title is clickbait, that is also not very classic. That is not classic behaviour. God would not approve. I just want a side note while we're here. First thing I saw when I clicked on this video, ooh, that's a powerful dislike to like ratio. Also, I think this is kind of hilariously wonderful. I think somebody, a creator or somebody, must have sent loads of people over to this video, because the comments are absolutely full of people saying, hey, I'm trans, and this really helped me to express my femininity more, thank you. I couldn't find any direct links to Classically Abby being transphobic, but since she is very male, female, nuclear family, the man is in charge, etc, etc, it's probably a safe assumption, I'm guessing by these comments, that she is likely transphobic. I don't want to say she definitely is, because I haven't seen it personally myself. But I do think that was a very funny thing for everyone to do, and I quite enjoy it.
But it's things that I love having as a lady and as a woman, and it will make you feel much more ladylike and feminine. And
So this video is just 12 things that I own that I like.
Have these small items just in your house to use whenever you want. And I'm so happy I own these things, so I really wanted to share them with you today. I'm really excited to get into this list. I will link what I can down below, but
I have a feeling she was maybe wanting to publish something and running low on content, because this is such a strange idea for a video.
Into it. The first item I think every classic woman should own is a ring holder. So my mother-in-law actually gave this to me when Jacob and I got engaged. It was a place for me to put my ring, which I thought was so sweet. And this is such a classic piece to own and to have and to use in your house.
But this is a smart idea. I don't understand what it has to do with being a lady though, because if you were a man and you wore rings, this would also be really useful. I don't have a fancy ring holder like that. I have a little jewelry frog. My mum got me this. He's a frog prince, and he's for like storing rings and stuff in. I don't wear rings very often. I mean, this is my favorite ring, and I don't know if classically Abby would approve. But yeah, I guess I could put this ring in my frog, and then I'm one step out of 12 on my way to being a lady, right?
Oh my goodness, like where did I put it? I forgot. No, with a ring holder you always remember. And it's also nice for guests.
She's talking about how you always remember, and I've literally just lost the thing I was going to put my ring in.
Their rings. The next thing I want to talk about is something I actually have to get from back here.
That's a cute little cabinet.
I think a classic woman should have at least one kind of perfume that's just her scent and that lingers on her skin.
I got perfume. They make perfume for men as well, so I don't understand what that has to do with being a lady. But sure, it might be a little bit old, but it's sparkly and it looks kind of like an apple. I think this is chai. Maybe it will help me feel more like a classic woman. My desk is going to be so busy at the end of this. I guess I should collect my classic lady stuff here so that I have it here. God, when you've not worn perfume for a while, it's kind of overpowering. I'm a lady. Well, no, I'm 10 things away from being a lady.
For something much more long-lasting, this wouldn't be it. It's so pretty and feminine and delicate. So I think that having a perfume is absolutely necessary if you want to feel like a lady. The third thing I want to talk about today is a thimble. So I actually got this thimble, and I absolutely love it. I think it's so beautiful.
Christ, I don't have a thimble.
I've never had a thimble.
Okay, I've got to find a thimble. I'll never be a lady unless I get a thimble. Thimble. Thimble is Winnie the Pooh thimble. That's cute. It's got to be kind of ugly, right? It's got to be kind of ugly to. Oh, William Morris. That's cool. Henry VIII and his wives. Oh wow, Queen Freddie Mercury thimbles. Those are amazing. Look at these. We need these. Nothing says classic conservative straight lady like a set of Freddie Mercury thimbles. By Wednesday the 14th of April, I will be a classic lady. Unless we need anything else. God, we'll have to see.
And I think every woman should know how to do just a little bit of sewing, at least to put on a button. I mean, I just think that's useful, so...
I also think that it's useful, but I think that it should be every person. Because, everyone has buttons. It's useful to be able to sew a button back on no matter who you are. I am dreadful at sewing, but I have the materials I need for when a button plops off, and I can sew it back on. And maybe my Freddie Mercury thimbles will come in extremely useful when I'm doing that. But that's fine. Carry on.
Learn how to sew, number one, and then number two, get yourself a thimble. The fourth item is slippers. I think having a comfy pair of slippers to walk around the house in is such a nice little luxury. And
hang on, Abby.
These are Uggs, but I also have a pair from Target. You don't need to go fancy with your slippers, but just having a pair that you love, that you think are pretty, and that are comfortable, and that keep your feet warm, so that when you're walking around the house, you don't have to have...
Feet are not gender specific. Everyone should have slippers. Slippers are cozy and comfy and lovely, and sometimes you can get dogs that do a blep. Is the next one going to be a mirror?
I got mirrors. But even if you just want to have just the nice little luxury of having just comfy and cozy slippers, that is something I think that every classic woman should definitely own. Oh, were you wondering what the next one would be?
Is it mirrors?
It's a pocket mirror.
Yes.
A pocket mirror.
Here we go. There we go. I got a mirror. So shiny. Oh god, it makes my face so big. Oh wow. Wow, it zooms so close I can see every nostril hair.
The 6th thing on this list is
Number
a
6.
butter dish.
Butter dish.
I love this butter dish. I've mentioned it on my channel before. I got it on Amazon. I love the color. It's like Tiffany blue. But having a butter dish is so nice. I never used to have a butter dish growing up. My parents never had a butter dish.
Oh, Abby. She never had a butter dish growing up.
And he would always leave out his butter, and it was so smooth and nice to put out on our bread. It was just easy to...
Alright, you've sold it to me. Now I want a butter dish. I want what's the stupidest butter dish you think we can find? Oh my gosh, that one's got bees on it. I don't understand how this helps. That one's a cow. That one's a cow. I don't understand how this helps me become a lady, though. There's William Morris again. Man, his art is everywhere. People love to stick William Morris art on stuff. This will probably, I'll probably absolutely love it and it will change my life forever, but... Oh, hey, this also says by Wednesday the 14th of April. I'm still on track to become a lady by mid-month. Okay, so we're good for a butter dish.
And so
Thank you,
getting a pretty butter dish, it's just such a nice addition to your kitchen.
Such a weird selection of things that you need to be a lady.
So having this out on our counter makes me really happy.
I can't
And
wait
it
to
also
have my
just
cow
is
one
so
out on
useful
the
because I
counter.
can actually have butter that is ready to spread. So number 7 is having a watch. I've mentioned this again on my
Easy.
channel before, but having a watch I think is one of the more classic things you can
That's traditionally a more masculine thing, actually, isn't owning a watch? I'm pretty sure that's more
do. 'Cause it means
recently.
you don't have to look at your phone to
feminized.
get the time. If you're sitting at
I get the impression she just doesn't like looking at her phone, rather than any of this is particularly ladylike.
lunch
I got
with someone
watches.
and you
I'll put on
check
my
your
other
phone,
watch.
it just looks horrible and it looks really rude a lot of the time. But if you glance at
It looks
your
rude to
watch,
look at
it's
your
just a
watch as
little bit more
well.
subtle.
There we go. Happy Abby, beautiful classic watch. Absolutely stunning. Goes with any outfit. Excellent addition to any jewelry collection.
I think that all people should own watches and wear them regularly. Now, do I wear a watch every single day?
This is the
No,
first
but
time
if
she
I'm going
said
out with
it would
people,
actually
I try to
benefit
put on a
all
watch
people.
Just because I think it's
Duh.
useful and it's nice to be able to reference the time.
But then why is that in the video of how to be a lady?
An apron. So this is an apron that I got on Amazon. It's really cute. It has a little cross in the back, and
God, I hate to say it, that is a really fucking cute apron. That is a really cute apron. I'm going to say that I have that covered because I have an apron somewhere. Just not 100% sure where it is. But sure, if you're going to bake, have an apron. Makes
really
sense.
think having an apron is important.
Not
If
gendered.
you're not wearing an apron when you're cooking, things will splatter on you, and then you have to do twice as much laundry, and who wants that? So having a really nice
Because
apron
women do
that
all the
you think
laundry.
is cute and makes you feel pretty, that's just a really nice addition to your kitchen and to
Kind of agree.
your life. Let's talk about coasters. So this is number
Coasters.
9. These are our
Fantastic.
coasters that we got in Omaha. And I love these coasters, but we have so many coasters around our house. And having coasters available...
What is feminine about owning coasters? What about having coasters makes you a lady? This is my coaster that I have on my desk. It's PS1 Spyro cover, and it's even got the back of the cover as well.
And then maybe leave a water ring on a table that you really didn't want a water ring on.
This is kind of like how to be a grown-up. Like, useful items to own if you're an adult. It's like there's nothing gender-related in here, except that she's like, if you can get a pretty one, then that's extra good. What does this have to do with being a classic lady?
So having
I'm so
coasters
disappointed.
is just really important. I think these are not the most feminine. These are just fun. But if you want to get some really feminine, beautiful coasters, there are so many different kinds you can get.
But then
Amazon
what?
has great
How
options.
won't
I'm
your
sure you can get
husband
them pretty
feel
much anywhere
emasculated
if you take a look.
if he
And
uses a
having
feminine coaster?
Coasters available and ready is just a great thing to have. Number 10 is pearl earrings. I've got them right here. I love these pearl earrings. I did a
Pearl
sponsorship
earrings.
with
Knockoff pearls. Knockoff pearls for a knockoff lady. I'm going to say that's good enough. And I'm going to put them in my stash. My lady stash. Oh, lady stash. Lady stash sounds like something else. Okay, we've got pearl
going
earrings.
to say this
What's next?
without actually owning it, because I think I should own it and I'm upset at myself that I don't. And that is a letter opener. I think having a letter opener is such a beautiful classic thing to own. I think
Letter openers are awesome. We're gonna have a look. That's a dragon. That is straight up a dragon. That's a little sword that says Game of Thrones on it. That's kind of great. Is that a fish? That's a fish. That's cool. What's this? Yeah, okay. I've decided. Me and Abby are both waiting for that, so neither of us are quite ladies yet, actually.
letter you open feels special. And I don't actually have one, and I regret that. But I wanted to mention it because I wanted to show you guys. I don't always get everything right. I am not perfect, but I aspire to be more classic. So I would like to own a letter opener. I think
She's not perfect because she doesn't own a letter opener. What? Wow, you're so relatable, Abby.
so. I will link a few down below that I'm interested in purchasing, and you guys can check those out. And the last thing I wanted to
I think my
mention
choice was better.
is a schedule or an itinerary. I love
calendar.
having an itinerary. I love having my calendar. It
Yeah,
is
I have a
really
calendar.
nice thing to do.
I use
And
my Google
speaking
Calendar more
of
often, though.
A to-do list, a schedule. I have created a template of one that you can get a free download of if you subscribe to my newsletter. So if you head over to the link in my description box,
Ooh, I don't know
you
if I
will
want
be
to
able
do
to
that.
subscribe.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little disappointed that we built up, and the final one that we built up to was a calendar. Sort of disappointing, but hey, at least you know I've got most of my stuff. I've got my mirror, I've got my ring holder, or my watch. I've got my super feminine watch and some perfume and fake pearl earrings. I'm a lady now because I own these things. Here we go. This is our free download. I'm not massively impressed if it was worth signing up to the newsletter. I'm just kind of hoping that there's something funny in the newsletter eventually. Why WAP is degrading to women. Why you should dress modestly. 10 things you should know before becoming a wife. I'm scared of her pro-life video. I also disagree with pro-life because if you're pro-life then you should be pro-healthcare for women. Okay, well, I guess I'm a lady now, or at least I will be. I will be when my thimbles and things arrive. Hopefully those come soon. I might have to post a photo with my thimbles and see if I can send it to Classically Abby to see if she approves. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Thank you for pointing me in the direction of this woman. I'm gonna look at her pro-life video because that's something that if you've seen much of my channel, you'll know that that's something I'm quite passionate about, and that's likely to rile me up. It's fortunately only 6.5 minutes, so I'll have time to go off. What fun! Do you know what? I would like to thank Classically Abby for giving me the opportunity to buy stupid shit off of eBay, because I love doing that. I love doing that so much. Thank you for watching again. I will see you very soon.